Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, the beginning of the week. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I certainly made the most of it. It was not supposed to rain. We had like a 10% chance of rain. This is why I do not listen to the weather anymore. I look, check for myself, but the weatherman does not know what he's talking about this time of year. Not in Florida, because it was 10% on Friday and then it rained from like Saturday afternoon all throughout Sunday. There was like no break. It started drizzling. It was like we were in Seattle or something, which is not the case. We get afternoon thunderstorms in the summer, but even those have been sporadic this year. It's just been all over the place. And the day before, you still have no idea. Like today was supposed to be 10% chance of rain. And as you can see out my windows, it looks like it's gonna pour. What is going on? I don't even understand. Next weekend is supposed to rain all weekend. I'm really sad. I was trying to get to the beach, but just because they said it's gonna rain, it's probably not gonna rain. It's gonna be fantastic. That's how much I think the weather, like I used to blame the weatherman, but since I've grown a little bit, you know. I don't blame him anymore. I blame the weather, because the weather just doesn't know what it's doing. It's like constantly changing, and it may look like it's doing one thing. We're a peninsula, so for the rest of the country who doesn't quite understand what I'm talking about, we're a peninsula, so the weather just goes back and forth all over the place. We're in between so many changing currents of the weather that we don't even know. And in the summer, it's so hot and so humid that storms form right over us because of the heat and the rising humidity and just like the energy of the friction. And I never went to school for any of that stuff, but I did a lot of research and I was curious about it because Florida weather is just crazy. Anyways, it is the 21st. It is the 81st annual Batman Day. So that was really cool. I was explaining to my son who Batman was because he said he doesn't like that superhero because he is like a vampire. And I was shocked. And I think it's just because it's called Batman. He doesn't know Batman. Oh, so I had to explain to him who Batman was. I was actually watching Gotham last night. Amazing show. It's really good. It's really good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't watch TV very much, but last night I had a few hours where I could watch something and the kids were sleeping early for some reason. That was pretty epic. So I watched Gotham and it was so good. Which was ironic because I didn't even know today was Batman Day until this morning. And then I was like, hey, perfect. It's also International Day of Peace, which is a UN thing. Apparently they do it right before the General Assemblies begin. And it's a day just to remind everyone that is why the UN exists, to promote peace. That's the goal, for peace on Earth. So that was pretty cool. Batman and Day of Peace all in one day. That was not done intentionally. Batman Day, I believe, began before that, I believe. The UN established today to be Day of Peace back in 1981. So I'm not sure if those were the same days, but it's pretty cool that they are on the same day. It is also some random days. It is like National Pecan Cookie Day, Chai Day, which is actually a good idea. Although it's not chilly here yet, but it's a little muggy and a little overcast. But I already brought my Halloween decorations out, so I could definitely go out for a chai tea just to get into that festive season. Is it too early to bring your Halloween decorations out? I saw them at the store. My kids went crazy. They're like, we have to get a pumpkin and we have to decorate right now. And no one else on my block has decorated, so of course I like to be the first. So we got them out. We put our orange and purple lights up. I know, we do. We put orange and purple lights up. That way we glow, and we have a few graves and some skeletons giving thumbs up in my yard, so. And of course the webbing, but then it rained all weekend as well, so it's all wet Halloween decorations. It sure is. It's also National New Yorker Day, so my sister probably loves that. She works in New York. I miss my sister. It's so hard to have a sister or a sibling that's not even in the same state, so that's rough, especially in New York, because with this whole corona thing, she has not been able to visit at all. She's had to miss all these holidays, which she normally comes down for almost every single one of them. So sad. So today I'm going to remember her because it's National New Yorker Day. Yes. It's also Alzheimer's Day, so spread awareness of Alzheimer's. That is such a devastating... is it a disease or is it a condition that you're born with? Like I don't know, but as you get older, once you get diagnosed with it, you start to lose brain function and start to forget things. And I mean, of course, The Notebook, and there's stories and movies. It's just devastating for the person always feeling lost, always confused. I can't imagine having it, let alone knowing a loved one, having a loved one that has it, because you never know when they're going to remember you or forget you. And that's just devastating. So if there's any way for us to find a cure for this, we should be all over that, because that is absolutely devastating to get. And if we could find some way to prevent people from going down that rabbit hole, we really should. And I think that's it. There was one, Escapology Day. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. I actually know someone who works for the escape rooms down here in Orlando. And they're fun. I don't know if you guys have gone through these escape rooms, but there's like Egyptian pyramids, and there's like, one of them was a classroom, and then you go out on recess, and there's all kinds of them. You go in there and you have to solve all these clues and riddles to escape. But Escapology is a lot older than those escape rooms, because Houdini, magicians and stuff, they considered that escapology, because you would get trapped into a position or into a chest or into something where you can't get out, and then you have to figure out how to escape. Fantastic day. That is so cool. And I'm gonna have to see. Now I kind of want to do an escape room. If you haven't done one, you should totally do one, because they are so much fun. The more people you have with you, the better, the funner it is. Unless if you really, really like a challenge, you're more likely to get out if you have more people, because then you can put your heads together and think. But if you have too many people, then you won't actually be able to get to all the riddles and clues. I went as a work function one time, and we had far too many people, and by the time I got from one room to the next room, they had already solved 2 riddles and went on to the next one. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? What's next? And I'm trying to figure this one out, and they're solving things behind me, so I only got to experience half the room. If I were to go back and do that room over again, I would not have a clue how to get out. That's how bad it was. But that's even better, because then you can do it multiple times and you know certain parts, but you don't know all of them. So anyways, happy Monday, guys. Enjoy your day. It's the beginning of the week, so start it off fresh. Be nice to people, and have a great one. See you next time.